Differences between Wagyu beef and typical beef from around the world. Marbling. Wagyu beef is renowned for its high level of intramuscular fat, or marbling, which gives it a tender, buttery texture and rich flavor. This marbling is more pronounced and evenly distributed than in most other types of beef. Flavor. The intense marbling in Wagyu beef results in a richer, more savory flavor compared to typical beef. The fat melts at a lower temperature, enhancing the beef's umami taste. Texture. Wagyu beef is exceptionally tender due to the fine marbling. It has a melt-in-your-mouth quality, unlike many other types of beef, which can be firmer and chewier. Fat content. Wagyu beef has a higher fat content than most other beef. However, the fat is primarily monounsaturated, which is considered healthier compared to the saturated fat found in typical beef. Breed. Wagyu beef comes from specific breeds of Japanese cattle, such as the Japanese black, Japanese brown, Japanese shorthorn, and Japanese polled. These breeds are genetically predisposed to produce more marbling compared to the common breeds used in other parts of the world. Raising practices. Wagyu cattle are often raised with great care, including special diets, stress-reducing practices, and more space to move, which contributes to the quality of the meat. In contrast, typical beef cattle may not receive such meticulous care. Feed. Wagyu cattle are often fed a special diet that may include grains, rice straw, and even beer to enhance marbling. This diet differs from the more standard grain or grass diets fed to typical beef cattle. Aging. Wagyu beef is often dry-aged for a longer period to enhance its flavor and tenderness, whereas typical beef may be wet-aged or aged for a shorter time. Cooking method. Due to its high fat content, Wagyu beef is often cooked at lower temperatures or seared quickly to avoid melting away the marbling, whereas typical beef can be cooked at higher temperatures. Price. Wagyu beef is generally much more expensive than typical beef due to its quality, the cost of raising the cattle, and its relative rarity outside Japan. Certification and grading. Wagyu beef, especially from Japan, is subject to rigorous grading systems based on marbling, color, texture, and fat quality. Typical beef is graded differently, often based on factors like age and weight, and may not have such stringent standards. Export and availability. Authentic Wagyu beef is often only available in limited quantities outside Japan, and it is usually imported under strict regulations. Typical beef is widely available and more accessible globally. Cultural significance. In Japan, Wagyu beef is a cultural delicacy and is often associated with luxury and special occasions. In contrast, typical beef is considered a more everyday food in many countries around the world. These differences highlight why Wagyu beef is often considered superior and is highly sought after by chefs and food enthusiasts worldwide. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more.